Hey everyone, this is Azure Every Day, and I'm Christopher Furlis, Senior Principal Architect over here at PragmaticWorks. And today I'm pretty excited to talk about the Informatica Enterprise Data Catalog, right? So this was covered briefly in a previous topic, but what I'd like to do is further expand on what the capability is, right? Because those Azure customers who've been looking for data catalog, data lineage type tooling, they've been somewhat missing some of the key capabilities here that we're looking at, right? So what this tool does, if you're not familiar with the Informatica tool itself, is that it helps you analyze, consolidate, and understand large volumes of metadata in your enterprise, right? So you can extract physical and business metadata for a ton of objects. You can organize the metadata based on business concepts, and you can view data lineage and relationships for each of those objects, right? The sources include things like databases, data warehouses, business glossaries, data integration, resources, business intelligence reports, and more, right? So pretty much anything data related. The catalog maintains an indexed inventory of all the data objects, quote unquote, assets in your enterprise, such as tables, columns, reports, views, and schemas. Metadata and statistical information in the catalog include things like profile results, information about data domains, and information about data relationships. So kind of the who, what, when, where, why, and how about the data in your enterprise. Some of the common tasks that you can use the tool for are things like finding available assets. So you can scour your network or your cloud space looking for assets that aren't cataloged. You can explore assets to verify the quality of the data, like profiling info and stuff like that. You can view lineage for those assets. You can view relationships between assets, and you can enrich assets by tagging them with additional attributes. So if you want to tag Joe's report as a critical item, you can put that information as a tag. Now, some of the key features, right? Things like the data discovery, like that talked about, right? You can do a semantic search, you can do dynamic filtering, data lineage, and relationships for assets across your enterprise. You can do data classification, so you can automatically or manually annotate data classifications, and that's going to help with both governance and discovery. So who should have access to what data and what does the data contain? Resource administration, things like resource management, schedule management, attribute management, connection management, profile configuration management, right? So all the items that go, that surround the data, that help you manage the data and then manage that metadata around it, right? You can also create and edit reusable profile definition settings, right? You can do things like resource monitoring, right? So you can monitor resources and tasks within your environment. You can do data domain management, where you're creating and editing data domains and those kind of groups that you want to group things together for like data and like reports and those things. You can assign logical data domains to data groups, right? You can build composite data domains for management purposes. You can monitor the status of tasks in progress, right? So, or if you're doing a crawl of your data, you can monitor that task and see what's happening. And you can also look at some transformation logic for assets, right? And then I guess on top of it, really, you can look at things like how frequently is the data accessed, how valuable is it to your business users, and show that kind of information around the data. So let's say you want to trim some reports because they're not being used. This is a great tool for something like that. Again, this is something that we've been looking for when we start talking about modern data warehousing in the cloud, in Microsoft Azure, and it's becoming a very, very helpful and useful asset for those of us who want those data governance and lineage tools, right? So if you've got any questions around the Enterprise Data Catalog or anything Azure related, we're here to help. So feel free to click the link below. Somebody will get back to you or give us a call, and happy to help out. Otherwise, have a great day, and thanks for listening. Thanks.